to fold them. You are going to want to create an isosceles triangle, equilateral triangle, in the center of the circle. Best way to do that, cut out a heavy piece of paper, and this is going to be your guide. Heavy piece of paper. Find the very center. Use a ruler. Find the center, mark hashtag at the center, hash marks. And then what you're going to do is you're going to fold that edge over so that the very edge meets the center. Fold those down. Come around again to the other side. Fold that edge over. Crease it down. Very last side. Fold that up. They all meet in the center. There's your triangle. You're going to take your paper. I might mark it on the back side. Mark it. Now you can use a ruler and fold this over. But it just doesn't fold very nicely. So this is one project where I do think that this paper cutter with the little attachment that just creases the paper is really necessary. And then you're going to line up your pencil marks on the guideline, and you're going to crease. You can do that on all 24 pieces, all 3 lines. Now, I have a suggestion. If you have one of these and you have both of these in place, take the cutting blade off, because on more than one occasion I have cut through paper that I meant to crease. Okay. Now with the crease marks from the paper cutter tool, they fold over nice and neatly. Now from there, probably going to need, color-wise, about 6 or 7 really dark pieces, about, say, 6 light pieces, and then all of the other pieces should be gradations of in between. So medium to dark and medium to light. I have a small version . So now that you have all your triangles, like I said, I like to place the darks on the bottom. So you're going to cluster the darks together. And you're going to, I start with my ends first, 4 pieces at each end. And you're going to put them together in a pie shape. and then close that little pie up. Makes like a little cap. Both ends. Set those aside. Now you're going to want to put 8 together. And you're going to position them triangle, top down, top up, top down, top up. Just like that. So it creates a straight line. This is the middle of your cloud. From here, you're going to glue the two of these together. You may need some binder clips if you're doing smaller ones. Now, I did think that this was great idea for Barbie's Dream House if you have little girls in the family who have Barbies. Barbie's Dream House might like to have a cloud mobile in it. So I thought the smaller one would look cute there. You're going to take this piece and glue the ends together. Make a tube. That's the middle of your cloud. When you have that glued together, you're simply going to glue the top and bottom on, the ends of the cloud. I think the trickiest piece to put on is the very last end. It would be helpful if you had somebody hold the cloud, this portion, especially when you get to the bigger piece. Really very difficult. What I ended up doing is sitting my big mobile in the plastic bowl that I use to cut the circles out. And there you go. There's your cloud. Now I'll show you, go through a part of the process of putting the larger ones together. Conceptually, it's a little easier to show you in a small format, but I did want to share with you. So I have my 4 pieces cut out. Now you're going to use white glue for this. The glue stick is just not strong enough to hold these. And you're going to put glue on both sides of the flap. And like your wet painted circles, if it's too damp or if it's put on unevenly, your paper's gonna warp, and I don't like that. So I make sure that it's nice and even, and then ease it together. Now, if you have an iron, I used my iron to quickly set these in place. Add a little heat, helps them adhere nicely. And as you're piecing these smaller pieces together, you can do 2 pieces at a time and just fold them in half. So if you're gluing just 2 pieces, do them 2 at a time until you start putting the bigger pieces together. You glue them and then just put them under your big book, your stack of books, and let the glue dry that way. But these final pieces, because it's not as easy to iron them, I cut out cardboard the same size as the flaps, and I did, I happened to do 6 sets of them. And I took large binder clips and used it as a splint. And let them dry. And that way they didn't warp. And it adhered nicely. Because this, oh, I didn't mention, this is 80-pound cover, cardstock. And it does have a little weight to it. So it's important that these glued edges be really firm and give the mogul some support. Now, you have 2 pieces made out of 8 circles. And this is where that splint is really very important, because you can't iron this section very easily. I did iron a few, and I tore the paper accidentally. So from then on, you lay the pieces out, match them up. Here's your glue. Nice thing about white glue is it does wipe off with a little damp rag if you get some on the front of the mogul. Press them together. Use the cardboard. Splint them. Put a couple binder clips on. There's nothing new or different from this point that I need to share with you. Simply assemble the large cloud the same way I assembled the small cloud, but use the cardboard splints along with the binder clips for additional support. When your cloud is complete, punch 2 holes and fix your metal eyelets as I have here. Then insert the split rings and string and hang your mogul. I hope your cloud turned out great. Hope you enjoyed the project, and I hope you come back for future projects. Thanks for coming. Bye.